What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, the Bitcoin price action ended up going down to like 9,150 last night, guys. Did you catch that dip? I actually was anticipating a bit of a rise. It ended up going down. Check out the Bitcoin price action right here, guys. We had a dip down out of the channel that we've been in since the beginning of July and the end of June. Okay. Touched all the way down to actually 9,100 at the low peak, but at around 9,148 where the body was, okay guys? So in essence, we're still in this channel, okay guys? So I still think that we have room to break to the upside, and that's what kind of needs to happen for Bitcoin. We need to get a move to the upside out of this descending triangle into this red box and retest the $9,300 and $400 resistance levels. Okay, guys, that's what needs to happen. Okay, because then we can start to think about pushing back up towards the top of this channel, and that would be a really good sign for Bitcoin in the short-term future. And I think it would also pull a lot of the altcoins specifically, and I think that would be a very good sign for the end of the year coming, because we're already halfway through July, and if we're expecting some higher prices by the end of the year, I think some good groundwork needs to be laid in order to get there. It's not just going to go straight up. That being said, when the bull run happened 2 years ago, you know, it happened in just a few months. It happened pretty quick. So, you know, the volatility of Bitcoin is just something that's very real, and the movement that we've had even since the 28th has been just very sideways and slightly up, as you guys can see in this channel right here. Okay guys, so the Bitcoin price I think is still bullish, even though we're in this descending triangle, which has been kind of just moving sideways since June. Okay, it's been just moving sideways because it was all the way up here, so it depends on how you look at it. If you look at it since back in June, we're kind of down a little bit. If you look at it since the beginning of July, we're moving up a little bit. Okay, so I think in the short term we're bullish, and I think there's still room to move to the upside. Like, I want to see this punch out up through here and get into this red box. That would be a really good sign, guys. And let me know what you guys think is happening with the Bitcoin price action. I think there's going to be a move to the upside. And guys, if you were paying attention, on the 13th, you see a bullish or a bearish engulfing right here, and then a price shot straight down, okay? And you can even see right here a bullish engulfing and then a price shot up. So it's really nice how the charts really give you signs of where the market is heading. You just have to be paying attention for them and learn your channels, learn your areas, learn your resistances and supports, and then be able to get your trend lines down properly, and then read the candles properly to make your good decisions, guys. And that's how you get in and out of the market properly. Then once you actually get to the exchange, you need to do things like stop loss and all that stuff, but we'll get to that another day. Guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about Electroneum. All right, we are moving out of that channel to the right. Okay, so that's a very good sign. Okay, if we would have ended up staying in this channel and bouncing around down further, I think that would have been a very bad sign. But as you can see, for the last few days, we're putting in a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low currently. Okay, and that's even higher than the low on the 10th, or right before the 11th. Okay, so that's a good sign for Electroneum. And we have this resistance line, which is kind of hovering right about the 0.0057 range, and we touched all the way up to it today, actually overnight, at around, well, right around the 14th. Okay guys, so basically right around last night when it hit, and it touched down into that channel again, so there's some scary times, but then shot right back out of it very bullishly. That just means I think the project is handling really well, guys. So just please keep that in mind as we get through this long channel again to downward trot. That doesn't mean that the price isn't healthy. I think these kind of hills are actually very healthy, because once you have a big run up, you get a big pullback, and I think that's healthy. That's very normal. It's very rare you see coins that shoot straight up and then just stay sideways forever. Okay, that doesn't happen. Okay, if you think that happens, then you're off. And that's just what you need to know about that, guys. Like, there's hills everywhere you go. So for instance, when it shot all the way up to a cent and over a cent, shot all the way back down to half a cent. That's a 50% drop. Back up to 0.0096. Back down to 0.005. up to 0.0068, and now we're at 0.0055. Okay, so guys, I think we still have some room to move to the upside here, and that would be a really good sign. In reality, we do want to see Electroneum punch higher than 0.0068. Okay, that's exactly where we want it to go, and that's what it needs to be to have some really healthy structure going on. And to be honest, as long as it doesn't go too much lower, as long as we don't go lower than the 0.0050, I think we're in good shape, because that's where the low was here, that's where the low was here, that's where the low was here, and as long as we're holding that stability there, that's a really good sign. And that line is like right here, you know, so we're basically right on it. Okay, so there's the support, there's the resistance, guys. So that's where I think we're bouncing around in right now, but we want to break out to the upside. Okay, guys, that's just an obvious. If we get down too low here and actually break down below this resistance, that is a very bearish sign, and that would be a very bad thing. So I think things are still looking good right now in the price action world. Things are looking healthy, and that's all you can really ask for right now, guys. The project is moving along, and in this time you can't expect the price of the coin to just jump right up, even though there's been prices much higher in the cent range, okay, like the several cent range, 12, 20 cents, all that stuff, guys. It doesn't matter. As time goes on, that price will build and sell off and build and sell off, and that's just how the coin goes. That's how Bitcoin did it. They, you know, had big gains and then massive sell-offs of 50 to 80%, and it happened over and over again. It happened at least 4 big times with at least the big peaks. Okay, guys, so keep that in mind with these coins. And guys, I want to talk a little bit about the gold bug, Peter Schiff, okay? So the gold bug learns that people will not sell their Bitcoin price at any price, okay? So almost 60% of 13,000 people say they will hodl Bitcoin to the grave. I don't blame them. I think over time, Bitcoin will become one of the most powerful and strong assets out there in the world, and one of the most valuable, okay? It is digital gold, in my opinion, not gold, which is a metal, and just, you know, it's not as easy to get. I think you have to get it in these apps these days, and like Robinhood, or what's another one? Ameritrade, you can get it, and all this other things. But in general, I just don't believe in it like I believe in Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is still so new. We don't even have $1 trillion market cap yet. So it's not even comparable to things like gold yet. Once it is, I think Bitcoin will be so much further ahead of gold that it'll just be obvious to see for everyone, and people like Peter Schiff will be shut down, basically. They will not be talking very much anymore. If they will, everyone will be slamming them. So over 18 hours of time passed with 13,000 people responded to Schiff saying that they have a lack of belief in gold, basically, and that they believe in Bitcoin and holding it to the grave. And Peter Schiff says, how much longer does the price of Bitcoin have to stay below 10,000 before you will throw in the towel and sell? So Schiff offered up 4 options: a 1 year, a 3 years, and a 10 year, and until the investor dies. And of those who replied, 58% of it said they will take it to the grave. Check that out, guys. So 13,000 votes, 57% say they're taking it to the grave. I hope I can actually hold mine that long to take it to the grave, so then I can get some real big gains there. That would be amazing. And I hope I don't lose it in all that time, especially as I get older. As you get older, you got to imagine you're going to lose a little touch, and you could get senile, you could forget things. So just make sure you're taking really good care of yourself as you go along, guys. You don't have someone to call for in case of emergency if you lose your passwords. That's something that actually happened to him, and I think that's why Peter Schiff doesn't like Bitcoin as much, because it says right here, Schiff himself is also not above suspension regarding his motives. Despite constantly bashing Bitcoin, he owns a small allocation and was vocally disappointed when he temporarily lost his wallet password, making the effort to ensure he regained his access. So this guy lost his password, essentially lost his money, and therefore doesn't like Bitcoin. I mean, that's just very obvious. He made his own mistake, sounds like. In the still raging battle of Bitcoin versus gold, Schiff may also be using Bitcoin to drum up footfall for his gold company, Schiff Gold, from investors looking for a safe haven asset. And not everyone is convinced the two assets are on the same playing field this week. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, said in an interview that he believed gold stalwarts would be phased out as cryptocurrency took the center stage. And I actually really believe that too, guys. I think as things like Bitcoin get a much higher market cap, we're just going to see it mass adopted all over the place. People are going to be purchasing cryptocurrencies left and right. And I think as the young people really start to jump on the boat per se, I think the older crowd will be phased out and more people will have Bitcoin. And before you know it, Bitcoin will be one of the most popular assets in the world. And that being said, guys, we can only look at its track record to see just how good it's gone with 4 major price rises of over 800% each time. You can only imagine that we're going to get another big spike coming soon, being that we are in a bull run. Now, guys, I know it doesn't feel like we're in a bull run, but please keep in mind we are. We left the reaccumulation phase post-halving. We left it. So there's no reason to think that we're not in one other than being doubtful, okay, or things pushing you in a negative direction. And that's the kind of stuff you need to control your FOMO. Okay, so just over time, keep those things in mind that, Bitcoin just has a lot of room to grow. And it's not like these other assets which have already been around and already have these higher market caps and already in the global eye. Wait till Bitcoin gets in everyone's eye and everyone is buying it. The price will skyrocket. You have my word, guys. I really believe that. People say they don't know what's going to happen with the Bitcoin price. You know what, guys? I do. The Bitcoin price is going to go up. It's just a matter of time. It really is. So keep that in mind as you're holding your bags. As you're thinking about selling in the $9,000 mark to just get out of the game, don't do it, guys. I think you'll be just really disappointed in a few years, and the price will be much higher, and you'll be looking back at these times, honest to God, wishing you bought more. Okay, guys? So keep that in mind. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to do so. I'm getting subscribers every single day. I'm up to 128 subs now in just over a week. And I think that's just awesome, guys. That means you guys are liking and sharing my page and getting it out there. Guys, I wanted to send a thank you to my Electroneum community. About 85% of my traffic is Electroneum search bound. So guys, I can't thank you enough. You guys are making my page right now. And there's so many of you that come to my page to support every single day. And I can't thank you guys enough. You know who you are. So I'm very happy with you guys. You guys are becoming my quick digital friends, and it's awesome. I'm really having a good time. So thank you guys so much in advance. I'm going to keep doing these videos for you guys. I'm having fun with my price calls. I'm having fun with the page and seeing the subscribes and the likes. And I'm just going to keep at it, guys, so you can know I'm here to stay. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Be sure to subscribe and like. And I'm going to get out of here. I'm Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.